Can you imagine a world where your plumbing backs up and you just don't have any water? What are you going to do? Imagine a world where your car breaks down, you're on the side of the road. Who are you going to call? And imagine a world where you want to build a house, but there's no one to build it.
The economy of Texas will not grow unless we can address the crisis of workers in the skilled trades.
Some of the trades we're currently losing is our welding, fabrication, paint and body, plumbing, electrical. That's just to name a few.
Show them who you are. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Dorman Vic is the face of the trades, certainly in the state of Texas, and I will suggest to you, potentially across this country.
I'm proud of each and every one of y'all.
One of the most decorated, talented welding teachers in the country.
I drove thousands of miles across Texas to see some of the top vocational programs in the state.
For the last 20 years, I've run the Ag Mechanics Welding Program at Samuel V. Champion High School in Boerne, Texas. We're the only high school Ag Mechanics Welding program in the nation to be contracted by the United States government to design and build projects for them. We've built a mobile deer capture trailer, a mobile dipping vat, and a mobile scratch and spray unit, all for the USDA.
How many high school classes do you know that have a contract with a federal government agency?
And we've been contracted again by the USDA to build yet another incredible project. Somehow I found the time to help Governor Perry and Commissioner Morath seek out other models of excellence in Texas to create a statewide vocational education program.
Dorman Vic has visited multiple campuses across the state that can be a model for the statewide system of which every young person in the state can have access to the trades.
This is critical. We need to have this. It needs to be accessible in every community.
What's your name?
Jeremiah Vasquez.
Jeremiah, nice to meet you. So why electrical trades?
What he found were stories that no one expected.
It's like home here. We're here every day. Through the summer, we're here for 4 hours too, and it's always just a good time welding here.
Honestly, I don't know where I would be. I would probably be lost, and now I have a clear understanding of what I want to do.
I enjoy being here, and it's given me a career.
Well, it feels amazing knowing that I'm one of the 1%, or well, less than 1%, that knows how to do this.
Less than 1% in the world.
The sky is the limit. We ask them to tell us, where do you want to go, and we'll help you get there. We don't tell them what to do. They show us where they want to go, and we help them get there.
I visited 4 premier programs around the state of Texas that highlight different areas of vocational education that could definitely be used as a model and a platform for us to grow our vision of vocational education for all students across this great state of Texas.
You come into our building and it says, all who enter will learn. And I meant that on purpose when I said all. We're still recovering from that, where we told students the only way you can be successful is to go to college.
Jay Barrett is the principal at Amtech.
We call Amtech the nation's premier career academy. It serves 4 high schools here in Amarillo Independent School District. Welding, manufacturing, machining, we've got architecture, we've got the School of Law and Public Service, the School of Culinary Arts, the School of Business Marketing and Finance, School of Medical Arts, School of Animal Science, School of Media Arts, we have robotics, carpentry, HVAC and plumbing, paint and body.
The goal is then, by the time the kid graduates at 18, not only are they getting a high school diploma, but they are going to get a associate's degree, ideally a trade-focused associate's degree.
Excellent, there you go.
By the time they leave here, they've done college. That's all that they need. They're ready for the world of work.
Let me start off by saying our construction trades is divided into 3 different sectors.
Aniska Douglas is the chief of CTE and innovative programs at Dubisky Career High School.
We have 30 plus choices, whatever interests you. They're actually installing lights into the structure, so they're working on the boxes and circuits and then installing lights. Within this district, we have something called the Freshman Leadership Development. So every freshman that is in a program of study, we take them through a 2-month-long 21st century skills competition. How to look someone in the eye, how to do a proper interview, what a resume should look like, how to shake someone's hand, how to allow someone out of the elevator before you walk in the elevator. All those 21st century skills, teamwork, communication. What I hear most when we go out into the community or out on competitions, whether it's masonry, carpentry, electrical, is that it's a dying industry because the gentlemen or the ladies that are currently in the industry are getting of age, of retirement age. Everyone is worried about who's going to take their place.
We have Texas City High School that has about 1,700 students, and we also have Lamarck High School, which has about 600 students. And so both high schools feed into this industrial trade center. Students are bused here throughout the day just for their specialty craft course. We have some advanced welders. We have several that are able to TIG weld on pipe.
So is this the junior, senior?
This is all seniors.
In Texas City on the Gulf Coast, Alexis Kopp oversees the Industrial Trade Center.
Our students are hungry to work and they're excited. Definitely the skills that they're learning, it just builds self-confidence, self-awareness, and basically just the blueprint of their life.
We want to be sure our kids are ready to go when they're employable.
Down deep in South Texas, in Falfurrias, Mike Gonzalez heads up the Rural Schools Innovation Zone.
The Rural School Innovation Zone is a one-of-a-kind, unique 5-district public-ed collaborative that was established in 2019. All 3 superintendents at the time came together to allow and provide opportunities and choices for our students that otherwise would not have had. Our superintendents have invested in some Wi-Fi capabilities on our bus, so our kids are logging into their class, getting instructional credit, graduation credit while they're en route.
So in so many ways, this is rewriting education as we formerly knew it, right?
That's a great way to put it, yes, sir. I mean, we're the Rural School Innovation Zone. We're trying to be as innovative as possible to give our kids more opportunity. We stand firm that we firmly believe our zip code should not be our destiny, right?
So your instructor welded all of this right here, showing you?
No, I welded all of this.
You welded all of that?
Yes, sir. They just give us a rerun on how to do it, and then we do it ourselves.
Amber Garcia never saw herself as a certified welder, but like so many of her other fellow students, she takes a long bus ride from another town every day to be a part of this program.
But as soon as I started doing this, it opened a whole new world for me. I was just thinking like, man, if a guy can do this, I can do it.
She's a very dynamic young lady, straight A student, but she's had some hard times, and she's proving that success is within. Right? Success is something that can be pulled out of anybody at any point in time, and we're extremely proud of her.
It just makes me feel really good about myself. It really does.
This whole crusade started in the fertile mind of Lieutenant General Leroy Sisco. He started a charitable organization called Welding Student Support Foundation to support programs and students to go into the trades.
What Dorman found going across the state was it wasn't just welding, it wasn't just construction, electrical, HVAC, and automotive. It's also culinary arts, media arts.
Each of these dots represents a different vessel.
Even a maritime program that teaches the kids to keep the ports of Texas working.
We're creating these mariners, join the workforce. At this point, 7 years running, we have a 100% job placement for those wanting to go to work.
I have a job lined up thanks to Mr. Sotelo.
We have to work with urgency to get these trades programs set up in our schools because the same tradespeople that are retiring that are working in the industry are the same tradespeople we need to teach these courses. And if they're no longer available either to work or to teach, then we'll never be able to recover our sort of economic prowess that we've achieved over the last 50 years in the state of Texas.
We all know young people who have been told their whole life, you gotta go to college, and if you don't go to college, you're a failure. But the fact of the matter is, their success, their passion, it's in the trades.
Imagine a world where Texas leads the nation in vocational education.
These are very smart, intelligent students that are highly trained and skilled to take over the workforce. And I feel very passionate about that.
I could do this the rest of my life. I wake up every day and I want to come here and produce the videos.
Imagine a world where while they're in high school, they're not using their hands to mess with cell phones. They're using their hands to build things.
It takes my mind off of everything. It just a spark in my heart, I guess.
Imagine a world where we can have the Amber Garcia stories to success because the statistics already show and prove that vocational kids, they succeed at a higher level and a higher rate than any other kid.
Bye, have a great day.
You too. Thank you. It's time now for us to wrap our arms around vocational education, not only to support civilized life that we've grown to love so much, but it's also to see our children prosper. now's the time to come together and let's make this happen.